welcome back once again in your tutorial. This is Nausin and you are watching Educational Support. If you like this video, then press a subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And you have turned on all the notifications on your phone so that you don't miss a single video. So please watching till the end of my video. Today we are learning a new topic, that is air pollution and air pollutants, which is a part of Environmental Science Paper 3. In this class, we will learn what is air pollution, what is air pollutant, what is the origin of air pollution, sources of air pollutants, and different types of air pollutants. So I recommend that you dear sit down with a notebook and a pen before we start going through this topic. So let's start. Do you know what is air pollution? Air pollution is the presence of substances in the atmosphere that are harmful to the health of humans and other living beings or causes damage to the climate or to the materials. Air pollution may cause diseases, allergies, and even death to humans. It may also cause harm to other living organisms such as animals and food crops, and many damage the natural or built environment. Both human activity and natural processes can generate air pollution. So, air pollution is a significant risk factor for a number of pollution-related diseases, including respiratory infections, heart disease, COPD, stroke, and lung cancer. So, if you are eager to know about COPD, respiratory system, and heart related topic, then keep visiting Educational Support. Subscribe my channel, like and share this channel with your friends, and also press a bell icon to get notification. Do you have any idea about air pollutant? Air pollutants are substances causing damage to target or receptor. An air pollutant is a material in the air that can have adverse effects on humans and the ecosystem. The substance can be solid particles, liquid droplets, or gases. A pollutant can be of natural origin or man-made origin. So first one is natural. These are the natural origins. Dust from natural sources, usually large areas of land with little vegetation or no vegetation. Methane emitted by the digestion of food by animals, for example cattle. Volcanic activity which produces sulfur, chlorine and ash particulates. So, second one is anthropogenic or man-made. These are the anthropogenic or man-made origin. Man-made particulate matter comes from many sources, but its major source is the combustion of hydrocarbon fuels, petroleum products, coal, peat and wood. Combustion of solid waste is another source. Next, we are going to focus on origin. So, what is the actual origin of air pollution? Air pollution is caused by solid or liquid particles and certain gases that are suspended in the air. These particles and gases can come from car and truck exhaust, factories, dust, pollen, balconies and wildfires. The solid and liquid particles suspended in our air are called aerosols. So, air pollutants admission may be classified by sources as stationary or mobile. Now, we are going to focus on primary and secondary air pollutants. According to their origin, pollutants are considered as either primary or secondary pollutants or contaminants. Pollutants, whether primary or secondary, may be further classified to their chemical composition as either organic or inorganic. Pollutants can be further classified as particulate or gases. Primary air pollutants are those emitted directly from the identifiable sources, and primary air pollutants such as SOx, NOx, hydrocarbons are those emitted directly to the atmosphere and found there in the form in which they were emitted. The primary air pollutants are those gaseous and other solid microparticles injected to the atmosphere, and these pollutants are emitted and as such are not found in the air. The most important gaseous pollutants are carbon monoxide, oxides of sulfurs, hydrogen sulfide, hydrocarbons, oxides of nitrogens, ozones and other oxidants. So these are the examples of primary air pollutants. So these pollutants are emitted by the man-made sources like transportation, fuel combustion, industrial operations, solid waste disposal and various other activities. So viewers, if you enjoyed this video or learned anything, then press a like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you anyone missed my previous videos, then visit my YouTube channel Educational Support. A link of these videos are given in my description box below. So go for it and subscribe my channel. Next is secondary air pollutants. Secondary air pollutants are those which are produced in the air by the interaction among two or more primary pollutants or by reaction with normal atmospheric constituents with or without photoactivation. Secondary air pollutants are the result of chemical reactions. So these are the examples of secondary air pollutants. Secondary air pollutants such as ozone and peroxyethyl nitrate, that means PAN. Ground level ozone and PAN are prominent example of a secondary pollutant. Those are formed in the atmosphere by a photochemical reaction or by hydrolysis or oxidation. These are the major difference between primary air pollutants and secondary air pollutants. So primary air pollutants are emitted directly from the source, but secondary air pollutants are not emitted directly from the source but are formed due to chemical reactions. Primary air pollutants are found in atmosphere in the form they are emitted, but secondary air pollutants are found as products of chemical reaction between atmospheric constituents and primary pollutants. So as smoke, dust, oxides of carbon, sulfur and nitrogen are primary pollutants, but ketones, O3, SO3, hydrogen cyanide are secondary pollutants. Now let's move on persistent organic and persistent inorganic pollutants. In general, pollutants cause problems in the environment, including those that are persistent, having a strong tendency to undergo bioaccumulation and are toxic. So persistent organic pollutants or POPs are organic compounds of natural or anthropogenic origin that resist photolytic, chemical or biological degradation. They are characterized by low water solubility and high lipid solubility, which gives them high potential for bioaccumulation in fatty tissues of living organisms. POPs are semi-volatile, allowing them to be transported via the atmosphere and long-lasting from their original source. Do you have any idea what are the sources of persistent organic pollutants? So, organic pollutants includes hydrocarbons such as CH4, C2H4, C6H6, C8H8 and other compounds such as formaldehyde, alcohols, organic acids, etc. So, PAN or PAH are mostly occur in urban atmosphere. So, organic particulates originate from combustion of fuels, automobiles and vegetation. PAH compounds mostly occur in the urban atmosphere. As a consequence of their environmental transport, POPs have been distributed throughout the planet, including regions where they have never been used. Now focus on inorganic air pollutants. So, these primary pollutants are emitted and as such are not found in the atmosphere. Secondary pollutants are also formed in the air and are mainly generated by exhaust of automobiles as such in the atmosphere but formed from primary pollutant by interaction of atmospheric oxygen when it undergoes photochemical reactions. Inorganic particulates generally originate from metallic oxides, sulfides and carbonates, etc. So these are produced when fuel-containing metals are burnt. Ozone is also formed in the presence of sunlight by nitrogen oxides, which are produced in the combustion of petroleum and other fuels. Ozone produced and reacts with hydrocarbons to form a series of organic pollutants. Now move on, radioactive air pollutants. Radioactive air pollutants are a group of carcinogens that are benzidine, vinyl chloride, ethylene dichloride, etc. And it is present in the air, cause cancer in human and animal, affecting DNA and cell growth. So, radioactive air pollutants are produced by nuclear explosions and damaged nuclear power plants, war explosives and natural processes such as the radioactive decay of radon. So generally it have a long life and are very dangerous to living beings. So check your progress. Number 1 is define air pollutants and how are they classified according to their origin. Number 2 is give definition of primary and secondary pollutants with examples. Number 3 is write a brief note on persistent organic and inorganic air pollutants. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. So keep watching and keep learning. In the comment section, you can tell me how satisfied are you with this class, and then please put down a comment under this video because this will help me to improve better. So subscribe my channel, like and share this video with your friends and also press a bell icon right next to it. And happy watching. To know more about these related topics, then keep visiting Educational Support. Thank you. Bye-bye.